Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing on first down. McClain. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Off the play fake. McClain going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Spins past him. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 22. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the twitch.
Play fake. Mariota. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Where are they, team? 59. It's coming this way, Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
No, off.
6-6, bullet high.
6, check 3.
Alert.
Slam.
Ready.
On first down, Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Let's go. Get to the ball.
59. Go, man. Return. Get that ball. Get that ball. Kill.
5.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On third down, Randall. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
You know, I have to be really happy after that play. The offensive line, to be able to create space in that situation when everything's jammed in and everyone knows you're going to run it, that's a big-time play.
Yeah, because you're probably just thinking, hey, let's get to the 4 or 5 and get some breathing room, right?
That's all you're asking for. That's all your punter's asking for. Instead, he's not necessary now.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now Mariota, the open man is Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Right back to him on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
3.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, turn it up.
Get it. Clear.
Operating from the gun. McClain nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. McClain. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Go. Ready.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here comes Cohen. Oh, what a move. So we've come upon halftime here. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Antonio Callaway, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action, McClain. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call a moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down.
On first down, Randall. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Off the play fake, McLean. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Airing it out deep for Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll run on first down. Randall. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Randall, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
At the 34-yard line.
To throw on second down, McLean. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to throw. McLean. He's got Fuller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, McLean. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McLean. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Come on, QB, come on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. From the gun, McLean into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now they try the right side here. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Mariota. And that's caught by Smith. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mariota on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Mariota. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On second down now. It's Cohen. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on third and long. McClain. It's complete to Hopkins. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
70, Indy. But
I'm coming for you, Ma.
way to go. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, McClain. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Here we go.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Titans, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Texans, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports,